Hey everybody, checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN and NVDA heading into Wednesday, January 4th. So the YELP bulls are still defending support. The original consolidation low was 37.75, and although we've broken that the past 2 days, the bulls continue to buy those dips and close above that level. You can see the lower wicks, and now we have the 100-day moving average support here at 37.50 acting as support as well. So the bulls need to see some follow through and a close up closer towards $39 to give the bulls some confidence that that support is strong and that we're going to resume the uptrend, which has now been intact for the past 2 months. So looking at the weekly time frame, we did have a clear bearish candlestick last week. We are not confirming it currently, and the bulls want to maintain this middle Bollinger Band 37.38 at all costs, because if we lose that level, we will see a red week confirming this bearish candlestick from last week. And then we'll be looking down at 34.62 for the bulls to maintain this higher low. So overall, we are still in an uptrend with higher lows and higher highs since that pullback back in October. And we've been following YELP for a very long time on the bull list here since back in April. So still trending higher, and bulls trying to show back up closer towards $39. And we need to see a strong close. We can see the indecision candlestick today, seeing a lot of those across the market with all the back and forth we had today with the bullish start and then the bearish follow through. But we did break the high of the previous 2 days from Thursday and Friday, so that is a good step for the bulls. Now we just need a strong close. GWPH still barely hanging on to this 100-day moving average of 111.95. We can see the channel is broadening a little bit, that 20-day moving average resistance. 114.86 needs to become support for the bulls, and they are, like I said, barely hanging on here. It's all about the weekly middle Bollinger Band, 113.48 currently resistance. We lost that level last week for the first time in months, and now we're back testing it. If we cannot close this week above 113.48, the bears will be taking control of this weekly time frame, and in the relatively short term, because overall, clearly in the last year, the bulls are very much so in control. We would have to break $80 support down here in order to change that. So long-term trend not changing anytime soon, but losing this middle Bollinger Band, we can expect a move down to 107.10 if we cannot regain this level. PCLN also saw a bear break from the tightening daily range on Friday, and we saw a little recovery at the end of the day today. That bullish push in the S&P 500 at the end of the day certainly was shown in the PCLN bullish push. We did get a lower low today, so we're looking down at 14.59 and then down to 14.22. We can see very clear lower highs since the all-time high, lower high, and then pulling back now, rejecting from exponential resistance over the past few weeks. So the bears do have control of the daily time frame. I would need to see the bulls back above 1500 and really back above this middle Bollinger Band on the daily, which is currently 1504, in order to see a potential trend change on the daily. We did lose the middle Bollinger Band support for the first time in 6 months last week. We are currently back over that at 1472. But if we close this week below 1472, we know the bears are taking control in the short term, because that support has been support for quite some time. So it's a battle for this middle Bollinger Band this week. And as of right now, the bulls are holding on. But if we see the S&P 500 consolidate a bit more, I would anticipate PCLN to head back down into the 1450s and lose that middle Bollinger Band. So I think the correlation to the S&P 500 is going to be very important to watch for PCLN this week. NVDA, we had some nice trading in both directions today. The first was when we held 102.80 support by 1 penny and saw a nice multiple dollar bounce. And then once that support, that at that point, that was a double bottom on this consolidation. As soon as that was lost, we saw a move down about $3 to the $100 psychological support level. We did defend the 100-day moving average, or I should say the middle Bollinger Band moving average of 191. You can see the lower wick bouncing off that level. It's a clear lower high and a lower low since this bear attack started. And if we lose this middle Bollinger Band tomorrow, it will be in the mid 101s. Lose that level, and we're looking down at 99.38. Then I'm looking down at 97.73. So all about the middle Bollinger Band this week. We had a bearish MACD cross, increasing bear volume. On the verge of a bear TCG cross with the 4-period exponential crossing the 8-period to the downside. And the weekly time frame is on its way to confirming the bearish reversal candlestick from last week at the all-time high. So definitely seeing some bearish action short term on NVDA, but no denying the long-term bull trend. So we can be looking for a bullish entry once the dust settles, but as of right now, bears have too strong a grip on the daily time frame to be looking for a bullish entry at this point. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll keep checking back in as always. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.